Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday.
Morning, Sunday, people.
Can you hear me? I'm just going to wait for that confirmation. I'm not the only one that does that. We stopped into Zombified stream last night. And he was also like, hey, can you hear me? And like just kind of chilled out and waited until he got a response. I'm going to assume, though, that you guys can hear me because, I mean, everything's plugged in correctly and all lights are green. So I'm just going to move forward.
I'm green. I'm an alien.
Happy Sunday. Hope you're all having a fantastic day today.
A fantabulous Sunday.
I mean, Sundays should be fantabulous. I got let's see. Got some promotions up yesterday for the new book. I had to get all dressed up in my suit just to take a couple of pictures. That was interesting. The things I do for
YouTube, for content,
for promoting books.
Yeah.
I mean, books are, I don't know, are those really YouTube content?
Yeah.
Not really, because they're books.
Read them on YouTube. That's content.
Yes, it is. But the books themselves aren't YouTube content. They are just
content.
They are just content. They are life content.
They are.
I uploaded.
They're content with content.
I uploaded to the world.
To the Amazon.
Excellent. Thank you, Blades, for the confirmation that you can hear me. Had a cup of coffee this morning with a couple of scoops, small spoonful scoops of pumpkin to talk about ice cream. It's limited edition, only made in small batches to ensure, high quality, and it's labeled as very rich, like on the label itself, very rich ice cream. Holy shit, that is some rich ice cream.
It's the cheesecake.
I know. Yeah, the pocket says it's the cheesecake. And
I've made my own ice cream before.
And putting that in a cup of coffee it's only wrong. It's fantastic. I mean, one sip, it felt like I just drank a pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
But it might be a little too much for the morning for some people. I don't think I could do that every day. It's really good though. It was like a pumpkin spice latte on steroids. And Starbucks pumpkin spice latte is awesome. Frank says he cannot hear me. Now, are you being funny in response to hearing my question? Or do you literally like not hear me? I should probably type that, Bill, because if you can't hear me, then I won't know it by asking.
You won't respond if he can't hear you. Attacker! Get the mob.
Okay, he said possibly. So yeah, all right. Good morning, Frank. How are you? Way to make an entrance.
Get your glasses. No. Attacker. Yeah, man.
So, but yeah, highly recommend the pumpkin to talk about night owl. It takes like basically the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte and like amps it up by like 100.
And it
like
makes it very rich.
Holy pumpkin, really rich, really rich. So good stuff. Highly recommended. Big fan of the pumpkin spice. If you can't tell, didn't always used to be.
Because he's basic.
No, it's not.
You're a basic white girl. You would be killed first in a horror movie.
First off, that sounds an awful lot like stereotyping.
Let's hide behind the chainsaws.
Don't do that, especially in today's world.
Dad.
What?
Stop.
Also, You think you're talking specifically about lattes? I'm talking about everything
No,
pumpkin spice.
I'm talking about pumpkin spice lattes. You love pumpkin spice lattes,
But I
because
love
you're a basic white girl.
also love pumpkin spice donuts.
I could just see.
I like-
You're like that one girl from Zombieland 2.
Pumpkin
Yeah,
spice
Like really
black
staring
coffee.
the ice cream freezer.
No, I just stayed in the freezer.
That is what you equate pumpkin spice to? That's
That was fucking
basic
hilarious.
white girl.
I need to change your perspective on the
Yeah,
pumpkin
that
spice.
was-
Good
that
morning,
was
Devane.
perfect.
How are you? I do. I need to change your perspective on the pumpkin spice.
You're like the blonde girl from like Zombieland
Listen,
2.
That's stupid.
I
You
was the
remembered all the
exact same way. I did not, and I didn't even like it, like the taste of it. I was not a fan of pumpkin spice, was not a fan of the pumpkin pie. Still not a huge fan of the pumpkin pie. I'll eat it. I like it, but if I have a choice between that and other pies, I'm going to choose a fruit pie over a vegetable pie. But anyways, I've never really been a big fan of pumpkin spice until I worked at that grocery store doing construction, third shift, 9 o'clock at night till 6:30 in the morning. And over the period of like 2.5 months or so, 3 months, like half my time working there, I was surrounded by pumpkin spice donuts, and pumpkin pies, and pumpkin spice coffee, and pumpkin spice everything. And just like scotch or cigars, it just grew on me. I developed a taste for it.
Like black
Dare I? Well, yes, like black coffee. So pumpkin spice black coffee is also amazing, by the way. It's very, very good stuff. So, and you like the pumpkin spice night owls. You like your pumpkin night owls.
Yeah.
So what
See,
does that make
personally,
you?
But I don't fangirl over them
Personally,
like
I'm
a
not a
basic
fan
white
of the
girl.
pumpkin spice. If I get a lump of coffee in my coffee, it sounds weird, but I'm gonna get coffee.
Thank you,
ice cream.
Devade. I am very happy that you could hear me as well. I think Frank was just fucking with me. Thanks, Frank.
That's what Frank does.
It's true. So
These don't have MSG in them.
they do.
They don't. No,
I think that's a lie.
it says that.
I don't care.
The government
they're-
is telling me it must be true.
Oh, the government is telling me it must be
It
true.
must be true. Surely they wouldn't lie to me about anything.
No,
Surely not.
the government? Absolutely not. The saint, he says. Yeah, I don't know about that. Listen, pumpkin spice is not an addiction, okay? It's literally just good. Like,
Oh, I wasn't talking about MSG and pumpkin spice, by the way. I was talking about the Ruffles.
no, he
chips.
said Sabs is talking about his addiction, meaning the pumpkin spice.
Oh no, you are addicted.
No, see, the thing, I'm not addicted. It's that I know come mid-November.
Dad. Okay. The first part of healing is stating the problem.
Okay.
Okay, once you
then let's
realize-
really get to the problem. The problem is
You're
the
making
real
me very
problem, the true problem, the root of it at its core
sad.
is that there isn't pumpkin spice all year round. That is the problem. The reason why I go so crazy on the pumpkin spice
Oreo.
and the apple cider
Pumpkin spice Oreos.
is because it's not available all year round. And even stuff that is, like sometimes apple cider can be available all year round, depending on where you go. It's not the same. It's not the same
Okay.
drinking a cup of warm apple cider on a summer day. Like that
What do you
doesn't do a thing for me.
Because then what do you
So-
think about Dad's problem?
I think it needs to be early fall all year round. That's my problem. It needs to be harvest season all the time. So there's no growing of anything. There's no development. Everything's just ready for harvest. Always.
It's for his new phone. Don't play with it.
You plant it and it goes poof. Full vegetable to harvest.
Poof.
No growing season.
If he wanted to, he can.
Just boop.
It's fall all year round.
You plant them, you blop them, and then in the course of 3 seconds, it's pop.
hmm And then we could have Halloween every day.
And pomegranates.
And pumpkin spice.
And
It's Halloween
pomegranates.
every day in this house anyway, because we normally have a scary movie on 24/7.
No, I would disagree with that because we used to, but since we've gotten like so many streaming services,
I've spread out movies, but
It's-
I've been putting up good movies.
we use.
even though
Oh no,
it's,
no, I'm not
you
saying
know,
we don't put on good
not
movies.
October.
Like Star Wars isn't
No,
horror,
I'm not
but
talking
it's
about Star Wars, but
fantastic
different
movies.
that I find like
except for the sequel
actions
trilogy.
and thrillers
Just
and things
saying.
like
Both
that.
speaking at once, and it's confusing the viewers. The chat is
Actually,
confused.
I think we've done this enough to where they have been able to split us both
You don't
apart.
have to talk so loud yet. What?
I am wearing a new one.
I know.
I know, all the way back here.
And that's true.
I'm all the way back here.
Guys, Blooded Beans is making me miss my
But-
movie, and I'm upset.
It
It's
normally
the end
is.
of it already,
It's normally.
and it looks cool, but I don't know the context.
She's 11. She doesn't know the context of the ending.
Bad guys lost, and the good guys won.
Yeah,
The
but
end.
how?
There you go.
Because
Who was
the
that?
good guys were
They-
stronger.
The fairies broke
The
their
power
hold.
of love.
That was the hold on them.
Don't remind me of the last episode, please.
That was it. I'm telling you, it's the power of love that overcame evil.
Now it's raining fairy dust.
See? That's what happens when you love too much. You kill fairies.
You commit
You
murder.
kill fairies.
You commit
You vaporize
homicide.
them and then they turn to dust and sprinkle onto everything. I was confused before I stepped in, so no worries. Good morning, Fuzzy. How are you?
Why are you giving him the cat that hates him?
I don't know. Probably so he'll make noise on stream.
Because he's snuggly at the moment. Or not. Okay,
He's
that was just
snuggly.
with me.
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't really like me.
You should have seen him last night.
Which is
when we
funny,
were giving
'cause
him red
all-
meat. Oh my god. He freaking. That's why my freaking.
He's scared Jabba.
All kittens typically really like me. I'm very
Look
good
at
with
my
cats. This one is so angry.
He is. He's like my mom's cat, Julius.
Hi.
He wouldn't
Hear
let
him?
my aunt up the freaking stairs.
Hear him? Now he's tiny. He's very, very tiny. And that's just a little wubble. Like he hisses.
he
He
spits.
spits. He goes,
Who'd have thought?
But I love
"Oh."
you. You're so cute.
He's a pretty boy.
And now keep in mind, all I'm doing is holding him.
Yeah. And he's not even trying to get away, guys.
He's so tiny.
ASMR.
But if you give him to
It's
Shiloh,
funny too,
he's
because he
fine.
is. He's a small cat.
and he
He's
loves Shiloh.
what, 3 months old now?
Yes.
And he's, I don't know, you could, if he curled up into a ball, he'd be a little bit bigger than a baseball, probably about the size of a softball. Don't let him do that. No, he's mad, so now he's attacking Shiloh. Yeah, he's very tiny, but he's
Hey, you don't go after her face.
very angry for a
Let him
tiny
go.
little kitten. Let him go.
Let him go.
That's why he's mad. Let him go.
No.
Mom, don't move him when he was staying there.
No, let him run away. He needs
Yeah,
to go freak out.
He needs
But
to
I
go.
love
He
him.
needs to
I
go
know.
expel energy.
I want to give him love.
When he gets mad,
Go get
then
the
he
little
But I
one.
can
freaks out.
unmad
Go
him.
get the little one.
When you don't move him, I'm going to get Ghost.
I keep calling it Storm. I
Because
know.
you're a dingus and you're like, hey, she looks like a stone.
She's awesome. Oh, I'm
So
only going to give up.
yeah.
My cat to the kitten.
Yeah, he does. That's the thing. He's got an attitude. And I think a
Should've
lot
named him Julius Caesar.
of that has to do with the fact that he was, again, a litter of one, which is funny because so is Jabba. And Jabba is very lovey, very cuddly. But Jabba's a lot
Since birth.
Jabba's a lot bigger.
Oh, yeah. He's
so-
baby huge.
I'm thinking this one, because he's smaller and he's a litter of one, probably feels he needs to be more aggressive. And because he's so young, it's now ingrained into his personality.
I think he just has a Napoleon complex.
And he's not that he's always like so angry, like he'll attack and bite and scratch. He's just really, really verbal.
Sometimes he just comes over.
Yeah,
and
this
we'll
one
just
doesn't do
sit-
anything.
I've got a tiny one that's very loving now. They're
This
like complete
Oh my
opposites.
god.
Yeah.
You would not understand. I've never had a 2-week-old kitten be purring and lovey toward a human so fast.
I have.
So, but anyways, yeah, this one you won't hear
Little
'Cause
litter of
she's-
3.
because she's very tiny, and all she really does is purr.
Her name is Ghost.
Very
I love
sweet.
her.
And she's like a light gray, almost white, and she's fluffy.
She's got gloves.
I'm gonna try and get some pictures of her and put them on the Discord
Hi.
today.
It was so cute. I know you're lovable. She's very, very tiny and adorable.
Oh.
And
She doesn't like hand
we'll
dogs.
put up pictures on the Discord today.
Can I take
She's definitely picture worthy. So yeah, here to talk about horror and stuff, and we're talking about kittens.
I just need to close out that one.
I know Shiloh's pretty excited for Halloween, the Headless Horseman haunt, but she's ignoring me. So right now the stream, I guess, is completely up to me because
What?
they're busy talking about movies
Well,
on
that's
TV.
because Mom's fighting with me of how to close YouTube.
It's because I didn't want to close YouTube.
You don't need to
So,
close YouTube when you can just open the tab. later.
Creepypasta Days is coming Wednesday. Want to go ahead and throw that out there? Well, I got some people's attention. October 13th, I'm going to be doing a special premiere. So there'll be Wednesday premiere and a Saturday premiere this coming week. Frank, please have a good day. Obviously, we'll probably be talking to you soon. And yeah, man, enjoy it. Enjoy just being outside. But yeah, anyways, so there will be 2 premieres this week. I'm just gonna make it easy and make it 8:00 at night, just like the Saturday one. I mean, it does kind of defeat the purpose of a Creepypasta Day upload. Enjoy your Creepypasta Day now that it's over. But then again, I mean, depending on where you live, you still have a good 4 to 7 hours left. So.
No, actually, it shut off.
So long story short, we have nothing to watch that's anime related except for Pokemon. So we're watching Pokemon.
You're going as Smiley? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, geez. What was the name of that, the movie? I think it's called Smiley? No, it wasn't called Smiley. But anyways, I know what you're talking about. I've seen the movie only once. I did like it. That was actually really good. That was one of those movies that, like, I didn't think I would enjoy. I ended up enjoying it a lot. So I should probably go back and watch it. I have a lot of movies to watch, and I do not have enough time to watch them in.
Find over here. She's being a kitten.
Hello, people.
What? It doesn't do anything.
It's
It
mewing.
doesn't do anything.
It's squeaking into the microphone.
It's squeaking. It's cute.
I did it for the lulz.
In the pocket.
I do
I
that
want
with her with
children
my
coming
hoodie.
from
She fits in my pocket.
They are. Trust me, Frank, they are. No, yeah, I'm telling you, that movie is good. And that's a great costume choice, Fuzzy, I gotta say. So, like, if you're able, man, you gotta, like, I don't know, someplace, like, post some pictures, send me a picture. I gotta see this costume.
Hey, y'all. What's poppin', home skillet? I'm trying
Are
to
you
act
excited?
old.
Are you excited for the Headless Horseman
I
haunt?
am very yes.
But you see, you're 11.
Actually, no, I'm 2.
It's not recommended for children under 13.
But she's got the mind of an 18-year-old.
It's gonna have movie level effects and costumes, like movie level stuff.
Okay.
You're sure you're ready for this? It's supposed to be terrifying.
I'm not gonna die.
You might.
If they legally
We're-
cannot.
That's what they
Touch me.
say. We're gonna watch The Houses That October Built.
What's that?
It's a movie about haunted houses, going to haunts, like doing it like that, going to a haunted event. But people trying to find extreme ones, like the scariest of the scary,
spooky.
like so scary they
Hey.
actually kill you.
Oh, that. Didn't we already watch that?
Not this year.
Yeah, we did.
Not this year.
Does this year?
Nope. We didn't.
We didn't watch it in fall. We just watched it.
No, I think we watched the sequel earlier this year. And the sequel's not as good. Anyway, The Houses That October Built. That's a movie recommendation of mine. The first one is, anyway. I don't know about the sequel. You might enjoy it. It does add a little bit more depth. But I feel the sequel, the second one, takes away from the first one instead of adding to it. So, I mean, hey, morning, Nightmare. How are you? But I would recommend watching it, like the sequel, just to see what I mean. Just to see if, like, you agree. I fully felt like most sequels add to their predecessor, or at least, and even if they don't add anything of substance, like they don't detract from it, they don't take anything away. But the sequel to the Houses That October Built did. It did take away. So that's why I don't like it.
I remember watching
The
it.
first one's good.
Yeah, I actually remember watching that movie.
The first one's good. The second one was
Tomorrow and next month, you're gonna have to suffer through sci-fi.
It's fine. I like science fiction.
Aliens, Star Trek.
Pacific.
Yeah,
Star Trek sucks.
I'm cool with that.
I'm so tired of Star Trek.
Oh, we
They
have
put it
to
on.
get the
Cool.
third
You're in a good
Superman
mood?
downloaded.
I'm in a good mood. I woke up in a very good mood
I'm
today.
gonna
I woke up and it was October 10th. And I was like, yay, it's October. And it's 3 days away from Creepypasta Day.
Guys, guess what?
Which means-
5 days away from our anniversary.
And it's 9 days away from the 13 days of Halloween. So, I mean, we're really getting into, like, sinking in.
Guess what? I go to what club do I
Shiloh.
go to?
You could sit up and talk into the
No,
microphone.
I can't. I can just scream.
Oh, I can yell.
Okay. Anyway, wait, what club do I go to?
Mm.
It was anime club. I go to on the 15th. Actually, no, the 13th. I'm an idiot.
So the 13th, because that's Creepypasta Day.
It's a Friday.
15th is
Anniversary.
And it's also when I leave the house to go to my sister's. Because they don't want me here because they hate me so much.
no.
I'm
It's our
joking.
10-year
I'm
anniversary.
joking.
Well, marriage anniversary.
Oh my god, people.
Your parents have been together for 15 years.
Say, where are you? I need you.
Put her down. Her heart's just
Scary.
racing.
Her heart is always racing.
Careful, don't step on
That's
it.
because she's a baby, and that's why they age so fast.
Oh, my mouth.
Hi. Oh, yeah, you know the smell. Mm-hmm. Hi. How you doing? Oh. I know that smell. Silly little kid.
7 days until your birthday, Frank? Oh, that's right. That's right. Happy freaking upcoming birthday, man.
Yeah.
Happy early birthday.
October. What a month to be born in. Sabrina was born this month.
Yesterday,
October 9th.
Peyton
2003. Huh. See, I remember.
The guy I work with, my coworker, his significant other, they're not, I don't believe they're married, but they've been together for like, decades or very long time. Her birthday is Halloween.
Yeah, so was Peyton's.
Yeah,
Like-
those Peytons.
And he said, his name is Chris. Chris told me, he goes, it's not as fun as you would think, because your birthday comes up and everybody's already into like all the spooky, scary stuff, and it's easy for your birthday to be overlooked. And I could see how that could kind of suck for somebody, especially if they're like not really all that into Halloween. I mean, even if they're into it a little bit, I could see how that would kind of suck. But like me, like, holy shit, would I ham that up? I would love to have been born on Halloween. I mean, it only feels like, that would have been natural. I'm kind of surprised that I wasn't. Oh, that sucks, Frank. So you lose internet on your birthday.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Happy birthday.
Do you get internet on Christmas?
Night of the Demons is really good.
I love that movie.
Pockets just introduced me into that not too long ago. We watch Halloween That's funny because we watched the original Halloween, Devane, and then we watched Trick or Treat. So those are traditions in our house. Usually, though, instead of Night of the Demons, we'll watch Halloween too, because it literally picks right up after the first Halloween movie. So it's just like one long movie, and like I said, then we watch Trick or Treat. But anyways, I can't disagree with your lineup. Like the lineup there is fantastic, and that's a great Halloween night, marathon to put on. It's beautiful. I actually save those movies, at least Trick or Treat. I do. The first Halloween movie, sometimes I will watch that earlier in the month so I can watch the rest of the Halloween movies. But then even on Halloween night, I'll go back up, and that's the one movie I might put on again in the month of October because it's Halloween. It needs to be watched on Halloween night. Good morning, Furberries. How are you? Happy Sunday. I would say I'm sitting here sipping my coffee, but I kind of chugged the rest of that night owl because it was really tasty. I'm addicted to that pumpkin spice. I've been chugging pumpkin spice and apple cider for the past month and a half. I'm fully convinced in the next 3 weeks I should turn into a pumpkin. It's my goal this year. It is. My goal this year is to become the pumpkin.
I'm gonna say that's what you're gonna freaking become. I'm gonna look over all of a sudden.
Yeah, see? So would I. I would love a Halloween birthday. Man, I would ham that up. Oh my God. Halloween party every freaking year. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm not too bad, Furberries. Thanks for asking. Hope you say you're doing well. I'm glad that you're doing well. Yeah, it's definitely a good day in the neighborhood today. It is October 10th. Was chatting it up with Blades a little bit last night and just kind of realized I'm so happy the 13 days and all of October, next Saturday's video, the Creepypasta Day upload, everything, the Halloween special, everything is all uploaded. So basically no matter what now, October is a lock. I don't even need to be around. If something happened to me, somebody could just go into my profile and click the live button on my videos and just keep the month of October rolling. No matter what, you're definitely getting October. And don't worry, I ain't going anywhere. Still in high hopes that there will be a new good Jason movie someday, and I can't miss that. So I will be alive for a very long time. I'm telling you, man, that's going to be me by the end of the month. Sociopathic with a jack-o'-lantern head. Now, trying to fit a hockey mask over top of that's going to be a trick. But I will be a pumpkin.
You should just carve out a pumpkin really, really well. Put a bunch of vinegar in it. Let it sit a few days. And then put it on your head.
Ew.
Oh.
Why would I do that?
I want to know how they got the turkey on Joey's head.
But why would I have vinegar to soak it in? So I don't want to be pickled pumpkin head.
So it won't go as bad.
Brian, it's a pickle. Sorry.
No, I would not want to pickle my head.
A Family Guy moment.
Well, it would make it so it doesn't get as many flies in it.
Well, you could shellac it.
Yep.
And let it dry so you don't die from the fumes. It's like a paint sealer.
It is. It's something I wanted to use on my mushrooms, and Dad's like, no.
So we could do that, but I don't think I'm going to pickle it. Though pickled pumpkin does sound interesting. I would try it. I would.
I want pumpkins.
I mean, look how much vinegar changes the taste of a cucumber.
Guys, in case you weren't here for the last few streams, I'm just going to say I love pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are the pride and joy of my life. They're the only good thing in this world, other than cats. Don't eat cats,
But
though.
who has the best pumpkin seeds?
Dad has the best pumpkin seeds, and that's why when I have to leave, I'm gonna be sad because for a year I'm not gonna have any pumpkin seeds. Then I'm gonna come back and be like, hey, I'm gonna do more collegey stuff, get an apartment, and then we're like, okay, and then I'm done. Bad.
Why can't you make pumpkin seeds when you move out?
Because I won't. They're not gonna be as good as yours.
I'll teach you the recipe. It's very easy. Very, very easy to make my pumpkin seeds.
Where'd you go?
I got her addicted to pumpkin seeds. I think she was 5 the first year that I did it. She was little. We were here where we're living now, and I think she was 5 years old. And I made jack-o'-lanterns. I carved all the pumpkins, and I saved all the seeds, took out all the guts and stuff like that, all as much as I could get them. Put them all in the frying pan, a little bit of oil, garlic powder, some salt, some black pepper. Just kind of spiced them up. I think a couple other things in there as well, and then put them into bake, obviously, for X amount of time. I'd actually have to look it up again. I haven't done it in a year.
375.
And she tried one, and the next day she was taking them to school for her snack, because the school allowed kids to bring snacks as long as, in fact, they have to bring snacks.
As long as it wasn't like peanuts.
Yeah, it can't be anything peanuts, tree nuts. It can't be anything like candy bars. It's got to be healthy.
It can be candy bars.
Oh,
I
we were
got a
told
doctor's
healthy.
note to bring Oreos.
I know, you told me. And she did. It's a true story.
Because they're cholesterol free and I needed the weight.
But Shiloh's like, well, they're pumpkin seeds. It's not a peanut. It's not a tree nut. It's not a chocolate bar. It's not cookies. So she brought those to school, and she was passing them out to her friends.
One of them wasn't my friends. I hated one of them.
Oh, one of them she hated, and she was even giving them pumpkin seeds.
It was a truce.
It was a pumpkin truce.
But they're still a jerk.
The recipe, honestly, is garlic powder, not salt. That's kind of the key. Obviously, then you want to use regular salt. You want to salt them enough, but you don't want because garlic salt can be a little bit more potent. And if you're trying to get enough garlic on something, you'll end up over salting them to get the proper amount of garlic. So use garlic powder, onion powder, not as much onion as garlic. Obviously, you want to do a nice quick coating on all of them. Like I said, decent amount of salt. Black pepper. We don't want to make them too spicy, but spicy enough. Pocket said 375. What I do is I'll put them into the oven, and I'll leave them in there for a good 10, 15 minutes maybe. And I think it only takes like a good 20 to 25 to cook them. So about halfway through, maybe a little bit more than halfway through. Then I'll go in and with a spatula, I'll start flipping them over. Then I'll re-sprinkle a little bit of all that seasoning on top again. Not a whole lot, not the same amount as I did originally, because I'm already mixing them up. But since the back sides are more exposed now, I'll re-sprinkle. Oh, and don't forget to add a little bit of vegetable oil to the pan. That's also very important. So vegetable oil and those spices. Flip them over, re-sprinkle, put them back in the oven for another 5-10 minutes, and pull them out when the smallest ones, the real tiny ones, basically are like brown, like when they're done basically and cooled off, and you bite into them, the really small ones will turn into dust. The normal sized ones are the perfect amount to crunch at that point. So,
and they're not like burnt. They're crisp.
Yes, they're crisp. They're golden brown. They're not burnt. I don't want to use too much oil. I made that mistake my first year, and the pumpkin seeds came out a little bit oily, a little bit wet. They're still crispy, very good, but they were oily. So you don't want to use too much oil, but you want to use enough so that when you flip them, the oil gets onto the seeds and everything sticks. The spices and stuff stick to it. So there is a little bit of trial and error there. Takes a little bit of love, I guess, to make them, because you got to kind of keep an eye on them. But the best parts, and I will admit, the best parts is when the seeds still have a little bit of a string of pumpkin guts on them.
Yeah.
The pumpkin guts soak up all that flavoring a lot better than the seed does, and then they obviously dry and they shrivel. in the oven when you cook them. So when you eat that, it's fantastic. It's like having a flavored, small piece of, potato chip that's very flavored with the pumpkin seed. So I think those two things combined is what got her hooked on pumpkin seeds. And she's had them from, the store and stuff, and she likes them, but she doesn't like them as much as the ones that I make. So
I love the ones that you make. They're amazing. They're beautiful.
I like them.
They're
even,
easy
and I
peasy,
just suck on
beautiful
them.
cover girl. They're great.
They're good.
Night of the Dead begins at a night and ends at dawn. That's good. So you're talking like Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, stuff like that. Those are good movies, classic films. Love the other. In fact, I just got done watching Return of the Living Dead 5 Necropolis, and the first Return of the Living Dead movie just a couple of days ago. Love the Return of the Living Deads. It's, those flicks, the original like Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, and a good solid 2 or 3 of the Return of the Living Deads are like classic zombie films. I'm not a big fan of zombies. I feel they've been overdone to death, but there are still a few shining examples out there that are they're really good. Like the Reanimator. Yeah, it's zombies, but it's a completely different take, and there's an entire backstory behind it, and there's just more substance to it than just zombies. So yes, a little bit of vegetable oil and garlic powder, and that's the key. Not garlic salt, garlic powder. Good stuff. And I definitely think that you should. So that's a Halloween tradition, and then obviously the drunken pumpkin. Gonna be doing a Halloween party this year.
The best thing about the drunken pumpkin is
My
that
parents
the
get drunk.
seed, but we get a really, really big pumpkin. Then we remove the seeds, so then we have more pumpkin seeds.
Yes, we do have.
She's
Shiloh
all
likes-
about the pumpkin seeds. She just fuck everything else. I
We're-
want the pumpkin seeds.
We're throwing a Halloween party this year on October 30th, Devil's Night. It's on a Saturday on the Discord, basically. It's also the day that Four Friends at Freddy's Bonus Night comes out. And Bonus Night, if you're not aware of what that is, it's actually one of the mini games for the DLC for the VR game. So there was Help Wanted VR, and then they came out with a Halloween themed DLC. Which had like the hallway walk, and it had the Dreadbear DLC, where you had to like put together an animatronic like Frankenstein, which is really cool. And then they had Bonus Night, which is like you return to the place of the first Five Nights at Freddy's, but everything's all boarded up, and the animatronics are flaming ghosts, and Chica's holding a jack-o'-lantern, and it's really, really cool. But anyways, so I wrote a story that is linked loosely to the previous FNAF stories based on the Halloween DLC, and that's coming out on Devil's Night. So yes, Devane, it's actually what I'm leading into using is the drunken pumpkin. So the Halloween party on the Discord is after we're gonna do some streaming during the day, probably on my side channel, play some FNAF games and stuff like that. Then we're gonna watch the premiere, obviously, and then that night I'm planning on doing a watch party on the Discord. So obviously VC where we can all talk to each other. I'm gonna have the drunken pumpkin here in the house, and we're gonna go ahead and put on some movies.
I have an idea. You know how you said you were gonna make me like a non-alcoholic drunken pumpkin?
Yeah.
So like just a pumpkin. You should get a pie pumpkin, and then just make it in that.
So she wants a pumpkin pie.
Well, she wants her own pumpkin punch bowl, and I was planning on doing that anyway. You're gonna have yours in a pumpkin bowl as well. So anyways, so one of the rules for the Halloween party, basically the only rule, is you have to like post in the Discord a picture of yourself in costume, because everybody still has to be in costume. And the reason why I did this is I feel like everybody's doing parties and get-togethers. Offices and businesses are doing get-togethers and even office parties through like Zoom calls and stuff. So why can't I throw a Halloween party online? So that's basically what I'm planning on doing. I'll be getting dressed up. I'm going to give everybody the recipe for the drunken pumpkin if anybody would like to make it, so they can have some on hand as well. And I'm going to stream some really awesome horror movies.
You're all invited.
Probably
Yeah,
one of
you're all invited.
and one of them's probably going to end up being Willy's Wonderland, because it's also like kind of FNAF themed.
Yes.
I'm probably going to also stream a Jason movie too, so just be prepared for that one. But yeah, so that's the plan for that. Now the drunken pumpkin, it's very, very easy to make. It is a bottle of ginger ale, a bottle of cranberry juice, a bottle of apple cider, and one of the half-gallon sizes, and a bottle of spiced rum. So the spiced rum, take a couple of cinnamon sticks. You can get them at a grocery store. They sell them in like the spice area. And take the cinnamon sticks, throw them into the bottle of rum, and let them sit, if you can, for about 2 weeks. If you can let them sit longer, great. If you can only let them sit for a couple of days, that's fine. Just let them sit for as long as you possibly can. I recommend about 2 weeks if you possibly can do it. When you're ready, take all of the bottles, so the cider, the cranberry juice, the ginger ale, and the bottle of rum, and dump it into a giant pot. Put that on the stove and bring it to almost a boil. Don't boil it, because if you do, you're going to burn off the alcohol. You don't want to boil. You don't want to do that. So bring it to an almost boil. You want it hot, but not boiling. And when it's done, you're going to take it and dump it into a hollowed out pumpkin as a punch bowl. So get a nice big pumpkin that you can use as a nice big punch bowl. Dump that nice hot awesomeness into the punch bowl and serve it warm. And it tastes just like warm apple cider. It's absolutely fantastic. And it's an actual witch's brew. It was taken out of my
book.
Came out of my wife's Wiccan,
Book of Shadows.
my wife's book, yes, her Wiccan book, her Book of Shadows. It actually was a recipe in there. It's called Drunken Pumpkin. So it is an actual witch's brew, and it is absolutely fantastic. So we're going to be playing some FNAF. We're going to drink some witch's brew. We're going to have an awesome night 12 of the 13 days of Halloween.
Like clover
And,
wine and dandelion wine. I want to make a honey mead.
And then we will do a watch party on the Discord.
We should get the spookiest pizza ever. Put, like,
Oh,
bat wing
yeah, I'll just call
pepperonis.
Village and be like, yo, do you have any spooky pizzas?
Anchovies.
No.
I won't even
Anchovies
touch
on
them.
pineapple
No.
pizza.
Anchovies, olives, and mushrooms.
Please.
Pineapple and olive.
That is the
Sweet and
scariest
salty.
pizza ever.
I was saying maybe we should just get a
That's a
plain
Deadpool
cheese
joke.
pizza, then 2 really big slices of pepperoni, and cut it into bat wings. And put it out.
No, just salami. Salami's bigger.
I'll make salami.
You would on a pizza.
Okay. Well, I think.
I bet you Village will do something if we say, hey, can you do something that looks like a bat on our pizza?
That's because we're preferred
And they were picking off all the black
customers.
olives.
Customers.
I know we are.
Yeah.
We are preferred customers. My pizza shop loves me.
We should have a bat.
I get extra scallops if I order the scallop meal, and normally they're supposed to charge you an extra $10, and I get it just for $10.
We should ask for 1 breadstick, then put it on the top of the pizza, and then it can be shaped like a pumpkin.
Get garlic
Trilogy
knots for
represents
eyes.
Halloween. It does. I mean, the trilogy does represent Halloween Day. I completely agree with that movie lineup. So, sorry, just going back to Devane's comment there. I just, that's a great lineup. It's almost like, you live here, because that's basically the kind of stuff that we would watch. Just Night of the Demons isn't part of it, but it's watched in October. It's something that we already did watch not too long ago. Good stuff. I like your lineup. So yeah, it is October. I got lots of stuff planned, lots of stuff going on. If you guys can make it to the October Halloween online Halloween party, that'd be awesome. If not, it's not a big deal. I understand. You might have another party, maybe even one like face to face to go to. But I wanted the invite to be there. So even if you're tuning in late to this, Discord link is always dropped in the video description down below. I will be creating a channel within the server specifically for the Halloween party that night, and we're going to go from there. So I like it. Sounds fun to me.
I'm tired. I know that was like very, you didn't care, but like,
That's
I'm
random.
really, really tired. Guys, you guys are all great. You support my father so much, and he's so cool, and I want to give you all so many hugs and high fives and handshakes.
That's
and
because for the past
everything-
hours you needed back scratching.
And you guys are just amazing, and I love you all.
We do. I know I do. I appreciate you all. How long have you been streaming and rambling for? Holy shit, it's been 45 minutes? Wow. I really went on about a whole lot of nothing for 45 minutes. Really excited for this Wednesday story.
I like Wednesdays. That was right.
Nope, I'm just fucking with them. You think something mean? I'm
You're
trying to
right.
conserve.
Maybe fill it. Oh, sweet.
What Daddy used to do.
Thank you. I'm very happy that you joined the Discord. I will properly I could probably do it now. I was gonna say I would properly welcome you, but I think I will just do it right now. For berries.
Reroll that.
Welcome. I do try to welcome everybody that is in the Discord when they join. And I also got to set you a role. And I know that you create as well. So we're going to put you in as a camper. Camper status. Because the Discord is set up like a campground, like a Locust Lake. So you'll see like the rooms and stuff are all like cabin themed. That's why the main chat is the campfire. The cave, that's where I store all the good stuff. Blackwoods, the Blackwoods. That's where we post outside pictures. So yeah, you'll see it's very camp
There's
themed.
one thing for just memes, and then there's another thing for just food, and that's the one I go on most of the time. I get hungry, and I'm like, let's see what people eat sometimes. And then I just scroll through
I can't walk
like
in.
years. Then I just scroll through like years of food.
Yeah. Well,
We're talking from now to last year's Thanksgiving.
yeah. We had a
You
good
have not
Thanksgiving.
stopped eating.
We've had a good Thanksgiving last year. We did. Gotta
We're
love
gonna
that
have
turkey.
to like put a freaking cage wire
No,
around
I'll
the
just-
hors d'oeuvre table this year just to keep Oreo out of it.
I'll just like guard it and
Yeah.
not eat everything.
Yeah, you said that last year or the year before, and you and Liana
Me-
finished off the shrimp
Me
ring.
and Liana shared
A whole
a
shrimp
whole
ring.
tiny shrimp circle. Okay, I got half, and then she got half, and then everybody else got nothing.
And then everybody else got
Oh my God! What? The kitchen's in the hall. The baby one.
I told you she went that way.
I already know she went that way. She fell off of my bed.
I'm so tiny. What happened? Oh, hi. Oh.
Yeah. I had to go rescue a kitten. It was wandering around in the hallway like alone, and it is very tiny. Like it's still very small. Can barely walk.
I love
Just
her.
opened its eyes.
She's
So,
very
She
sweet.
actually opened
Though.
her eyes early.
I know.
At least
Way
that's what
too
Shiloh
early.
says.
Hmm?
Last of the three.
You really love bite. Love you too.
Oh, now we're purring.
It's kitten daycare in my house.
I love cats.
We love cats.
Kitten daycare.
They're too cute to say no to.
You're in a house full of witches. What do you expect?
You're in a house full of crazy people. What do you expect?
Trying to think of what I should watch today. Put on the TV.
Jack-
I can go
Lantern.
through Shudder. I'll go through
Jack o'
Tubi.
Lantern. We should watch that
the
soon.
best movie of all time.
It's so corny. That movie's so bad. The
Jack-o'-lantern.
acting
So-
is so bad, but I love it. I love the movie because it's so bad. It's like Troll. Like it's one of those movies like Troll 2 where like it's so bad, but it's
I
so
like that one
good
better than the
because
first
it's
one.
so bad. I like both Troll movies, but the first Troll movie was actually good. Like that was a decent horror fantasy movie. The second one was, oh my god, it was so laughable. The acting was so bad. It was so bad. It's like I have to watch this movie, and that's what elevated it to be just as good, if not. Some people, look at it as even better than the first one.
Because it's funny.
I like them both.
I like jazz.
Both Troll movies are good.
You know what I like?
But I like cheesy movies. Hell yeah, like Slumber Party Massacre, the second one. The third one was just, I don't know. It was just as cheesy, but it took itself more seriously than the second one did. The second one was just way out there. The first one was actually a really good story. Again, I think Slumber Party Massacre gets a really bad rap. Everybody thinks that it's a movie about girls jumping around in their bras, having pillow fights. No, it's really not. It's really not. It's actually pretty tame in the ways of like nudity and stuff. Watch him because he's hurting her. Watch him.
He's cleaning her.
Okay, he's chewing on her, Shay. Yeah.
He's chewing on him.
Can you be nice?
Get her away from him. I'm telling you, you're not listening. Poor baby. Take her. Don't do that again.
Oh, the baby.
Oh, no, it's cats have, like I said, I've been sitting here. I'm watching cats myself. It's kitty cat daycare. So I totally understand that, Fuzzy. And I'm sorry that the kitty cat had an accident. That sucks. But at least, animals have accidents sometimes for sure. And you were right on top of it, so that's good. And you obviously care, judging by the emoji, which is also very good. So it's good to be a caring pet owner.
Cats.
We are
Are
very
like-
caring pet owners.
Cats are my third favorite animal. My first is an axolotl, which I still haven't convinced the father to get yet. Look up a picture of an axolotl. Do it. Open it for me. Axolotls. Look at them. Look at that stupid.
Yeah, I see it.
I want one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
We're not having any lizards in the house.
It's not a lizard. It's a fish.
That's not a fish.
It's
it has
a fish
legs.
that goes in water.
It has legs. It's not a fish.
Oh my god.
You have legs, so that means you're a lizard. Lizard.
That's a lizard.
Lizard
it's not
man.
a fish.
It is a fish.
It's not a
Over here.
fish.
Wait, no, I want to look it up.
You just did.
Ask the question. Ask Google. Sorry, Yahoo. Yahoo. Sorry.
Let's not ask either.
If it's a fish or a lizard.
How about this? No matter what it is, you're still not getting it.
No.
It's a salamander, which is a lizard.
No, it's not.
Salamander.
It's
Well,
a
they
baby.
called it a water dog, and then it turned into a salamander.
I
And
love
this
it.
Escaped the tank, and then we ended up. finding
Yeah,
it in
well,
my
that's
parents'
the thing about
farm.
accidents, right? Usually it's because the animal isn't feeling well. Digestive system is sick or something like that. And then that's going to change the parameters of the stench drastically.
Dog lover said I should get one, and she is great, and she should help me convince you. Therefore, considering she says that you should get me one, it's true.
It's not
Because
happening.
it's 2 versus 1.
It's
Dad.
not happening.
Everybody in chat say that he should get me an axolotl because it would make me very happy and it's adorable and I love it and I know how to
Well,
care for one,
if
and
you're
it's-
defending this child, you better do it quickly because I'm going to go ahead and
exactly because then
end
majority
the
vote.
stream in about 5 minutes. So if you guys do have anything to punch in, just go ahead and throw it into the chat and I will go ahead and answer said questions. But yeah, it's been pretty close to an hour, so I feel this is a good time to wrap it up. I don't really come into Blood and Beans with a whole lot of topics to talk about. It's kind of off the cuff anyway. But today I feel like I've got even less. So I've run about out of verbal steam.
Guys.
It's not happening.
I picked
So what's your second favorite animal then?
a bee. You're not getting me a bee. You're not getting me honeybees.
Why are you like bees better
like
than cats?
Honeybees.
They're endangered.
They're adorable.
And bumblebees are awesome.
You like honeybees better than cats?
I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
Pretty much the same.
Still,
They're adorable. They're so interesting with their tiny brains.
they operate on instinct. They're insects. I mean, it's cool. Like, and that's fine. I could see how somebody's, could be the bee, but their favorite animal be the bee. But you, who's read every cat book under the freaking sun, your favorite
I should
animal
start
is.
an axolotl cafe instead of a cat cafe.
I mean,
Adopt an axolotl.
I'm still just kind of surprised that the cat is not your favorite animal. I mean, you're literally wearing a cat suit right now.
The pajamas.
Yeah, they're pajamas with leopard print and cat ears on the hood. It is a cat suit. She could literally wear that for
Attack
Halloween.
him. I mean, I could.
You'd be warm.
I actually thought about that. To be honest. Like, what if
Yeah.
I just want as this?
You could. You're basically wearing a cat costume.
Can I wear this to the Halloween party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it counts as a
Let's
costume.
go.
Like I said, I'm not making everybody get dressed up in full costume and just to post a picture. It doesn't seem fair. I know my wife does not want to cook in the house and make Halloween stuff and do party things and whatnot while in full costume.
I could do
So I said you don't want to.
I
and
would
I
like
understand.
to make pigs in a blanket.
But
Deviled
as
eggs.
mummies.
but I said in full costume.
But like, I understand.
So I mean, any tiny Halloween costume would do. My daughter once for Halloween wore a trash bag, not Shiloh,
Yeah.
the older one, but wore a trash bag and painted white trash on the trash bag, and
Everybody loved it.
everybody thought it was hilarious. But it was also an extremely cheap costume, and it worked. It works fine. Plus, who am I to say that something is or isn't a costume?
Last year?
So put on a bed sheet, call yourself a linen ghost, and take a picture, and that counts.
Last year
Or
I
dress
made
up like a Roman.
my own costume.
No, you're not going to get a lecture. Go ahead. Sorry. Your own costume.
Last year I made my own costume and it was a Pokemon trainer and it looked really, really cool.
Yeah. I did. I mean, we always go out we go all out for Halloween. Like I once made my oldest daughter. I once made her a Link costume. She already had the Master Sword, like a painted. It was a wooden sword. And it looked just like the Master Sword, and she had the Hylian shield. So I made her the green tunic, the hat to go with it. The belt with the shoulder strap with the sword hilt on the back, so she could stick the sword in the hilt on her. Like she even had strawberry blonde hair. So like she looked like Link, like spitting image. And then I dressed up her sister Sabrina. They're like a year apart, 13 months. I dressed her up as Ganon with the red-haired wig and red facial hair. I cut another wig to make it look like mustache and beard. It looked really cool. I kind of go all out. Like if my kids are like willing to let me, I'm gonna really go all out. Especially if I'm making their costume.
Which you are this year.
This year, all you want is a shirt, so I'm gonna make your long sleeve shirt for you.
I'm going as Ghostbert. If you don't know who it is, look it up and then watch Dream SMP because you will find yourself in a very laughy mood.
Pretty sure that Blades knows who Ghostbert is. Pretty sure. Just saying. So, but anyways, that's the costume I'll be making for her this year. The only part of that I have to make though is the shirt.
And then I can just like splatter food dye on it and make it really blue, and then make a cut where he was murdered. But we don't talk about that part because sad.
So.
Bonk, bonk, bonk,
I'm not gonna lecture. Any costume will do. Any costume. But yes, I will be checking costumes at the door. And no, I will not be kicking anybody out if they're not in costume. It's more or less just a funny thing. But yes, I do encourage to wear a costume to the Halloween party and post a picture. Just kind of adds to the feel of the party, I believe.
Yeah, man, it makes it more party-like.
And if I had more money or a way to do it, like I would, do like a costume contest. Ow, what are you doing?
He was attacking my foot,
This
and then he just wrapped around your leg.
kitten is like going Tasmanian devil on my leg. What are you doing? Had to be nice. So, but yeah, as you can tell, I'm pretty excited for Halloween. I mean, I started my day off with Pumpkin to Talk About Night Owl. I'm hoping by tonight I'll be able to, have a couple of Angry Orchards. I'm a really big fan of those. Those are very tasty. I like the Sinful Apple. It's a cinnamon apple Angry Orchard. I can't find it like by itself. I only get it in like the damn variety packs, but it's very good. I like cinnamon with my cider, if possible. Yes, I thought you might know who Ghostbur is. Might.
Maybe.
I figured if anybody did, it would probably be you. And I still have this kitten going nuts on my leg. And I don't... What are you doing?
He's attacking your leg, dude.
But why? What did I
He wants
do?
to play.
No.
The kitten is freaking nuts. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead. I am going to close out the stream. I want to thank you guys for stopping in today and just enjoying a little bit of my Sunday morning into my Sunday afternoon with me. Hope you guys are enjoying the month of spooks so far. I will elaborate a little bit more for you in the Discord once I get there, Blades. It's not a problem. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for letting me add to your October experience. A lot of really cool stuff planned, and I can't wait for every day that goes by, because every day is just more and more awesome than the last. I absolutely love October, so absolutely love you all. Thank you so much for stopping in, and hope to see you at this Wednesday's Creepypasta Day premiere, and I hope to see you this Saturday for 10 Shots In. Drinking ritual story. So come thirsty, and hopefully we'll see you then. Absolutely love you all, and ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
TTFN.